Hello every single one of you and welcome in today's video. Bitcoin is coming to the middle of the channel, and as we have been discussing, this is a massive support level and most likely, or there's a chance that we are going to bounce from this level. And we basically discussed this scenario in the previous video. Let's have a quick look at that, what we have been saying right there. But now the chances, like the data picture, and this is what it's all about, guys. The data picture right now presents a picture that you don't want to short. So right now, short term, the probability is in favor of a long. I also closed the short that we opened right here because the data profile right now is just different than it was right here. So guys, this is the most important thing that I'm trying to share with you, and like I've been also sharing over on Twitter, we've taken a short when Bitcoin was trading at 65,800, but we closed that short almost exactly at where we bottomed short in the short-term time frame. And right now when we're bouncing, we actually opened along this right now also slightly in the profit, and these percentages, guys, are really crucial because you can only see a 2.7%, but this is a 5x leverage. So the short also, this is a 5x leverage. My liquidation price on this trade was $122,000 US. So you see with how less the risk is, how low the risk basically is, but still you get a high percentage gain. If you every month get a gain of 20 to 30%, then that's you can basically live off of that, depending of course with the kind of money that you are trading. But if you would trade with 10 or 20k, then this is 2.5 to 5k per month if you can get these returns. So these small returns definitely do count, especially when you have a low risk. Like if this would be a 25x leverage and you have a 2% profit, then that's completely different scenario than when you have a 5x leverage with a very low risk. And that's also what I tried to say in yesterday's video, which not many people have been watching, is we have to think like the casino owner, right? The casino owner has an edge because the casino owner, he knows that, like, doesn't matter if the gambles on red or black, he knows he has an extra zero in the roulette wheel. So if the gambler will make 100 spins or 1,000 spins, in the big numbers he will lose. But if he just walks in the casino, he bets 10k on green on red, and it becomes red, then of course he can definitely win. But on the long term, it's a numbers game, he will lose. So let's have a look at World Portal. You can already see right here that it looks pretty favorable for a long right now, because we had this, and let me get rid of the sentiment. We can bring up the sentiment later. But what we can see right now is we came up, selling pressure increased, we got a little bit exhausted. Now we came down, we had a correction, which is very healthy after increased selling pressure, especially when the momentum indicator is saying the same thing. But now is the interesting part. We have the momentum indicators, they have been in the red a little bit, coming up. Now again, the selling pressure is gone. We even had some buying pressure stepping in, and we can see that this momentum indicator is almost at the lows where we have seen right here. So this is a big retracement for the momentum indicator and can definitely be a good sign. Right, there are always multiple things possible. Bitcoin can still go lower. That is definitely possible. And we can also see something like, let's go to the 4-hour time frame right here. We can see something like this, where we have like maybe come down again and like have some form of a bullish divergence. Well, this one does something like this. So that is also a possibility, definitely. But right now, I'm definitely looking for this to come up first, until we are seeing a different data profile again on World Portal. So I don't see this turning around really that with a high probability. Of course, there's always that low probability. Think about the numbers game that we are playing. But we first, for this one to turn over, you first want to see this one rolling over. The orange you want to see rolling over. This one you want to see coming up and rolling over again. You want to see the selling pressure increasing. Let's have a look at the sentiment. The sentiment right now is neutral. So we came from bullish. And actually, this is really funny because look at this. People are very bullish at the top. You know, very, very bullish. This is extremely bullish basically because it's very green. Then we're coming down. Okay. People are still remain slightly bullish. and now people are becoming neutral, which means is they are becoming more cautious, less bullish. And let me get rid of the heat map for the buying and selling pressure so you can just see the sentiment. People are starting to become neutral, not so bullish. And what is probably going to happen right now? Well, the probability of this going to increase is higher than that is going to go down, based on the edge that we have with Will Portal. So this is how powerful this tool is, guys. We're already helping a lot of traders with their trading strategy, but it's also very important, maybe equally important, and maybe even more important than having the edge like Will Portal, is to have the right mindset. And to have that mindset as the casino owner, that you are just playing the numbers game. That is very important. So let's have a look at a couple of scenarios that we could see with Bitcoin, things that I've been saying in my previous videos as well. I would love to see actually something like this, where we can eventually come back up, maybe even touch the resistance, but hopefully that would be actually the best, to get like above this resistance, maybe get a mid-cycle low retest, maybe go higher, and then eventually have the next 60-day cycle low, which is early November, as a retest from breaking out of this channel. I don't know if that is going to happen. Like I said, we really don't know. It's completely random. Basically what is going to happen. We will have that edge along the way when we look at this. So I also don't know how the data profile will look tomorrow or in the next days. So that is a daily thing you have to check in order to see what is going on, because things are changing all the time. We could also do something like this, where we go a little bit up, maybe have a bullish divergence, maybe go to the resistance right here, and eventually we still could come down to the lower part of this channel. Actually, that is a pretty high likelihood if you think about it, because we have been already in this channel for quite a while. So the chances that we stay in this channel, stick to this channel, is definitely higher than leaving this channel. Although we have been quite a while in there, so there might also come a time right now that we can leave this channel. For a confirmation that we are going to see the lower part of the channel, or when that probability is significantly increasing, is the moment we break below the middle of this channel. So that's very important. Another chart I want to show you guys is, of course, the stablecoin dominance. This one is basically also the one that I showed you, that actually tells us that Bitcoin was looking bearish. Why? Because we had this kind of like breakdown, and then we break back up. And then I also said, like, if we break down, I'm going to get extremely bullish on Bitcoin. But if we break back up, I'm going to be bearish. So we actually were right in this case. Bitcoin did correct it further. But right now you can see something very interesting right here. We had this uptrend in the momentum indicator, broke down. So we broke down the momentum indicator, but not yet in the chart. And right now we could be getting a retest in the momentum indicator, but in the chart it could just look like this. So that's why I put the Fibonacci retracement tool, because we get now a rejection at the 50%, which is decent, which is okay. But yeah, we want to see that with the momentum indicator. If we get a rejection right here coming down, then that could actually be nice, because this is a nice signal that breakdown of this structure. This is a structure for March. Could be an early sign that this is going to break down as well. Only there is a delay in the chart, and we are going to see it early in the momentum indicator. That is something that I've seen already since a very long time in the markets, especially with crypto. It's also even something that I teach in my previous trading course, is like to spot breakouts already in momentum indicators before they happen in the price, because often the price will follow. It's not always, but it's just, again, the probability game. This just increases the probability that this can come down if we were to get rejected from this level. So that's definitely what I'm watching, guys. That's also going to be it for today's video. Let me know in the comment section what you think is going to happen with Bitcoin. Do you think we are going to reach the lower part of this channel? Are you thinking we're going to bounce from the middle of this part of the channel? Let me know what you think. If you like this video, make sure to leave a thumbs up down below. That is very much appreciated, guys. If you haven't subscribed, make sure to do so as well. Yeah, if you want to trade over on Apex like I'm doing, I think Apex is right now definitely one of the best exchanges if you are living in a restricted country like the Netherlands or the United States or the United Kingdom, because you'll get basically a Bybit exchange, which is feeling like Bybit. It has the the interface looks very similar to Bybit. Bybit is actually the creator or the biggest investor of this decentralized exchange. You can just connect your MetaMask wallet to use this exchange, and yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. The liquidity of this exchange is of course lower than other exchanges like Bybit itself, but if you don't trade with millions and millions of US dollars, you won't really notice the liquidity, because it has definitely already a higher liquidity than most exchanges. So if we have a look at the liquidity of Apex Pro, so the liquidity of the volume is like 70 million, right? If we have a look at OKX, for example, it's 20 million. If we have a look at Blowfin, it's 60 million, right? So if we have a look at Bitflex, it's almost 10 million. So the liquidity of Apex Pro is already higher than many exchanges that other people are using, right? So that's something to watch. That's what we can all see on Will Portal right here. The fee structure is pretty similar to that of Bybit. It's not that different. For example, it's the same as OKX. So definitely check out Apex if you want. I got an affiliate link down below in the description of this video, where you can basically create an account and then you can get a deposit bonus up to 30,000 US dollars, similar as to Bybit. But maybe just check it out if you are interested in that. Okay guys, that was for today's video. Wish you all a beautiful day and hope to see every single one of you in the next one. Bye bye.